Hi, my name is John Aislinger and welcome to my presentation on DrugBank. DrugBank is a database created by the combined efforts of the computer science and biological science departments at the University of Alberta, Edmonton. This presentation highlights DrugBank's uses for a key field of research in bioinformatics known as drug discovery. So what is drug discovery? It's an evolving process that is used to discover and design new drugs. Traditionally, drug discovery has been focused on identifying plants with beneficial properties. Scientists would then work to isolate and improve the active compounds found in these plants. However, this is not a very straightforward approach when trying to cure specific ailments. Recent studies have shown a more effective method would be to work in the opposite direction. By starting out at the disease or ailment and then identifying the relevant compounds, researchers have had better success rates in finding both drugs and drug targets. So what does this have to do with the databases class? Taking disease models and identifying drug targets requires sorting through a massive amount of information. Typically, drug information has been restricted to large sets of encyclopedias. Like we have learned in class, there are an assortment of problems using data restricted to a physical paper medium. It's very annoying to have to spend so much time flipping between several sections to gather all the necessary information. Books are extremely inflexible in the way they present their material. Tables and charts are either restricted to a specific format or printed in so many different ways that the encyclopedia grows insurmountably large. On the publishing end, there are issues with information verification. With so much data, there are bound to be mistakes. Are there any simple fixes? Not really. The publisher can just issue another edition, which may help their profit stream, but this would add more financial burden to the research community. Last and most importantly, these encyclopedias quickly grow out of date. Scientists would only find information that is as recent as the publication date and would not remain current on recent discoveries. So how does DrugBank solve these problems? First of all, DrugBank creates online access to all the information contained in drug encyclopedias and more. Unlike books, this database is extremely customizable. Users can request a plethora of different views and can search in a variety of manners. All this information can be sorted and isolated. This data is not just highly customizable, but correct and up to date. DrugBank uses a variety of techniques to stay current. First, it uses online web scraping to obtain and verify information off of websites like the FDA. Second, researchers can go in and routinely check and correct information. This info is then relayed to all users of the database. Lastly, DrugBank provides a version control system to ensure that previous database states are kept for reliability and maintainability. Since DrugBank stores a variety of quantitative, analytic, and molecular scale information about both drugs and drug targets, it's obvious that simple database queries would not provide enough control for its users. Instead, the database uses a variety of specialized tools, including ChemQuery, a structural similarity tool, and Blast Search, a specialized search for sequences. The most interesting query tool has to be the ability to search by drawing out chemical structures in order to identify similar compounds. In terms of use, DrugBank uses a drug card system for general browsing. This system provides synoptic summary tables of drugs that are both quick and helpful for its users. Speaking of users, DrugBank provides an open view of scientific information to not only researchers and students, but the general public. This database is definitely a tool that will help guide the drug discovery community into the future. Thanks for listening to my presentation. Here are the resources I used to form my slides, and if you're interested in checking out DrugBank, you can find it at www.drugbank.ca.